Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having an amazing day today. Let's go ahead and make sure you all can hear me. If you please type the number 1 in the comment section, in the chat box, let me know that you can. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Morning, Erica. And as we get started here today, keep in mind everything we look at is for educational purposes only, and nothing is meant to be advice or recommendations. If you like what you see here today, make sure you follow along on YouTube, all the various social platforms. You do not want to miss one thing that we've got coming out there. There's amazing trade setups, trade content, news, all of that hits the various wire, our social platforms, day in and day out. All right, so with that, let's see what we got here. Let's get our charts. All right, so good morning, Evelyn. Morning, Jose. Erica. Morning. Diane. John. Welcome. Good. So let's go take a look at the futures to get started. All right, very first one, we've got the ES, right? So we're up right now on the ES, about 9 points, 9.25 points. Great move. We had a little bit of a dip in the overnight session. We flattened off. The European market was the catalyst for us this morning. We've had a little bit of a drift off so far, but we're still up a little over 9 points. On the YM, which is the Dow, we're up 132 points right now. Very similar pattern to what we saw. NQ, which is the NASDAQ, a little bit of a steeper pullback, but still very similar pattern that took off at the European market. The Russell 2000, again, same pattern. RUT is up 6 right now. NASDAQ is up 5. I missed saying that, I think. Bitcoin, we're at 43,000, 42,990. We're at 43,000. So hopefully you picked it up as we talked about around that 38 or so. It's been a great run. Look for some pullbacks to add to your position. Ethereum, we're sitting at just over 3,000 again. We're up 87 points. Big catalyst from 2,900 at late last night, but nice little move. We look at gold. As the market went up, gold went down, right? And then we've kind of flattened off. We're down about 3 points. Not a big move, but it's about 3 points. And Earl, the Duke of Oil, we are at 110.65 a barrel. We were, where did we get to this morning? Was it 113 and change? Yeah, 113 and jingle. Looks like about 113 a quarter or so we had gotten up to. As I said the other day, gas price came down. I saw a little bit of a bounce yesterday. Ouch is the word, right? So many people are feeling the brunt of that right now. Let's do two things right now. I'm going to ask you first to start dropping your trades in that you did yesterday. Let me know what you took yesterday. Funded, non-funded, good, bad, indifferent, doesn't matter. Break even, just drop those trades in there so we can see what you guys did. And we're going to go and take a look at the ones from yesterday that we talked about. So the very first one was Alibaba. They were down because of that downed 737 airplane, right? So we were looking at a bear call spread above 192. I said a long put if we got potentially down below 181. So bear call spread above 192. If we look at Boeing, big airplane, right? BA, bigger drop, right? They really never hung below that 181 level. So nothing that I took directional. They tested it, but they never broke, retest, fail. They just tipped it and came back up. So no directional trade on it yesterday. On Boeing, we did the 192 half, 195 bear call spread, picked up 60 cents. Let's see, just out of curiosity, where is it right now? It had gone back up to 60 cents yesterday. We had a nice profit in it, but it had tipped back up. Let's see, 92 half, 95 on the calls. Right now, it's at 45 cents. All right, so we're doing okay on it. 92 half, 95. We're at 49 cents. It did just say 45. We're at 50 cents. We're still up a little bit on nothing great. SPY was the big one for us yesterday, right? So I talk about, so many of you talk about SPY, right? You're asked, the candidate comes up every day of, can you look at this for me, analyze this for me, which is fantastic, right? Last night I taught pivot points. I talked about the SPY trade yesterday in Power Hour. Okay, so you got to be looking at SPY. All right, these are my pivot points from yesterday. This is SPY from yesterday. The trade setup was pretty straightforward. Of, you know, any of you that have followed me for any length of time know what my entry method is, right? I don't vary, I don't change, I don't this way this time, next time different. No, we had a run up on the SPY and we started to fail, right? And at a major level, no less. As we did, we rolled over. We closed below this green line, which is a pivot point, right? That's the R1 level. We scaled out of half the trade, right? Target 1 was this dotted green line. Just above it was our target 1. Target 2 was down here at the yellow line, all right? Now, I'm going to, I wanted you to see the entry, so I zoomed in, but I really need to back it out so we could see what the levels were and so forth on the far right, right? So we'll do that one more time. Here was the entry. Here's target 1. We never made it to target 2, so we got stopped out somewhere about here. We picked up $1.10 on the first half of the trade, and that's my modality here, is sell half the trade at the first target, second half of the trade at the second target. So we got $1.10 on the first half. We got 60 cents on the second half. So $1.70 total. If you did one contract, or up, two contracts, are up $170. On an option, you paid $5 for, right? So not a lot of cost whatsoever in there. Great rate of return, really nice setup, really nice structure, right? So I'm very, very, very happy with it yesterday. So let's see. Morning, say hey. Andrea said, no trades to me, but how do you feel about the Google split coming up? It's good and it's bad, Andrea, right? Think about it. I mean, what's going on with it is once they split, it's wonderful that everybody can afford to buy it now. And I mean, everybody can buy it now, right? But it's not going to be the massive trading company that it was. It will not have these huge moves. So it'll be good for one purpose, bad for another. But the worst thing about the Google split is because of the way they broke up shares with their A shares and their C shares, and I forget which are which, but the ones that we get, the ones the average person gets, if I buy Google, my share has one voting right. Well, remember, the company shares split as well. The insider shares, the company shares have 9 voting rights per share. So they have, in essence, taken a publicly traded company and made it private. And I don't think it was legal the way they did it, but they got away with it. They made it private because they get to vote, and every one vote they place is for their share is worth 9, where our vote is worth 1. So they have more shares than the public does, that they can basically control who the board of directors are. Are they going to buy into a company? Are they going to pay this dividend? They make all those decisions, and they're very clear about it. Why should the shareholder, why should you and I get to make that choice when we don't really know what's going on in the company? They do. So from that standpoint, I'm not crazy about it, but that's just big business trying to run the world. And when you look at how it is for the average person, buying is going to be good. It's just not going to be as massive of a move. Power option plays where we've had trades that have been 70 grand. We're not going to see those types of trades anymore. They're just not going to happen. So there's my 2 cents on it. Hope it helped. John said, Alibaba up 12%. Awesome. Great job. Paula, SPY at 330 up 13%. Very nice. Evelyn, paper trade on the SPY puts up 5.5%. I love it. Sean said, thoughts on person pivots versus exponential floor trader pivots. I don't use the exponential floor trader, so I can't really speak to them. Persons are okay. They just don't have a lot of levels on them. Let's see. Robert said AZN, 21 cents. Facebook call, 45 cents. Q call, 24 cents. I think they were all minuses. Not the best of days. Well, we get those, Robert, right? Class was great on pivots. Thanks. That was last evening in Trading You. Glad you liked it, Erica. Say hey said on SPY, $790. Home Depot minus 160. Boeing still in. Nice. Awesome. All right, so let's go take a look at today's candidates. And we've got 6 companies on our list today. I did build our list out on Omega charts to make life a little bit easier for us today. Let's see if I can. There we go. All right, so the very first one is Alibaba. No, it's not. What in the world happened? My list reverted back? Well, that was strange. Oh, no, it's not. I'm looking at the wrong paper. No wonder. I'm like, why isn't Baba not on that page? That was yesterday's from the trade. Alibaba, they're up today. Big time. They're up $9.76. They're at 113.35. So they are right up here, right? Why? They did a share buyback program. Actually, brilliant as a company to do that with all of this massive, we're getting delisted and all that stuff. Alibaba stepping in and saying, you know what, we think our shares are undervalued. We're going to buy them back because we think it's such a low price. We're going to buy those shares back. It's a good deal for us. Keep something in mind. They never have to buy one share. They make an announcement. That doesn't mean they have to do it. We're announcing a share buyback program, not we're announcing we're buying back shares. It's a program. They may or may not. We're going to look at a bull put spread below 109. Right, but there may be an opportunity for Alibaba. You can also look at a long call. Right, Nike, just do it, announced earnings yesterday. Nike right now is up $6.42 to 136.5. So where are they? Right above that 136 level right now. So we could look at a bull put spread below 136. Where are we? 136.59. Below 136. You could also look at a long call. Right? And for the long call, I'd like to make it up a little bit higher, retest, and bounce. And that would be the potential entry into a directional trade. OKTA. They are down today $12.31 to 157. Now, I like that it's already got a bearish bias to it. Right? It was in a neutral yesterday. It ain't no longer. They're sitting right now at 157. So they're right about in the middle. Let's see, 50 to 68 is 18. We don't need a fib in there. They are at 157. So 163.5 is our 8 moving average. So they're down below there. So we're going to look at a bear call spread. Ideally, I want it to be above 168. Now that it's a data breach for them, right? Potential data breach is what the way I read it. So not good, but they've already been in this massive slide from last year, from November already, from 270 down to 170, let's call it. $100 move, a third of their value gone, right? So rough. Be careful, Rob. The dogs are going to think you're talking to them. Rough. All right, and we got Procter & Gamble. So they got upgraded today. Let's see where they're at. They are, by the way, guys, I've got 3 candidates left, including Procter & Gamble. So go ahead and drop the candidates in that you want me to take a look at. This is the opportunity for you to put your candidates out there for me to analyze, be another set of eyes to look at the trades, right? So Procter & Gamble, we got an upper grade. They're sitting at 152.40. So right underneath our fib line, it puts them in neutral bias. I will look at a bull put spread, but guys, I'm going to be out of the way a little bit. I'm going to look at a bull put spread below 150. So I want to be down here below that fib line before I want to do that. All right, PM. So guys, drop in your candidates of the trades you want me to take a look at. Let's see, PM. Is Philip Morris, Altera. They got a downgrade by Goldman Sachs. Again, I like that they're already in a bearish connotation. They were in a bearish neutral bias as of yesterday. Right? So let's see. They are sitting at 93.39. So 93.5, we'll call it. So they're right inside of here. It's not a big move. They're only down about 75 cents. So we're going to look at a bear call spread above 95. All right. And Upstart is our last one, UPST. They had a downgrade come in today. Don't know who it was, but they're down $8 to 170, almost 118, let's call it. So still big move in there, right? 118 puts them right at the 21 moving average. So we're going to look at a bear call spread above 131. Right? So it gives us a little bit of wiggle room in there, right, on it. And there are $1 increments. All right, so we're looking at a bear call spread. We said above 131. Let's see. Not sure if we're going to get enough premium for it. We'll see when it opens up. So as of yesterday, we were at 38 cents. Let's see what we can get for it when the market opens. All right. All right. Let's see. Erica said, did you say long call on BABA at 109? So on BABA, I actually didn't give a number for it on the call, Erica. So if we look at BABA, they are at 113.5 right now, right? What I wrote down was a bull put spread below 109. That's what I'm looking for on Alibaba. Right now, they're sitting at 113.5. So they're up here. So for me, I would want to break out of the 116 to retest in the bounce, or a pullback towards the 109 in the bounce for the potential long call. With where we are right now, we're up against resistance, Erica. So we're not really in an ideal spot for the long call. But if you break out, retest and go, yes, we are. So I hope that helps. Let me know. All right. So Robert said Sava, S-A-V-A. Sava, S-A-V-A. All right, so let's take a look at them for a long bull trade or credit spread. Okay, so on Sava, let me flip this over to us. I've got my option chain opened up to a vertical. Let me switch it over to just a singular trade. So are you looking at, Robert, if you're looking at it for a day trade, on calls, I don't have a lot of open interest at an ideal delta range, right? If we go and look at next week, we've got a 72 delta that fits 415 by 95. It's valued theoretically at 446, so really not that bad. All right, so but I'm just not sure of the time frame. So if you're looking at a directional trade on Sava, bullish. So a couple of things. Earnings are coming out. It's beyond the blue bar, so we're okay. But we're in a bearish bias overall. We're up 3 cents today. I don't have a good sense of bullish on this one, Robert, so I'd be cautious there. Adobe, right? Their earnings are today. I think it's tonight after the bell, right? Let's unscrunch that. Okay. So right now we're in a neutral bias. You're kind of jumping ahead of the game on Adobe a little bit, Robert. I'm always cautious there with the earnings. If you're trying to day trade it, fine. I got zero issues with the day trade on it. If you're trying to directional trade it overnight, swing trade it, I'd be careful. It's at 456 right now. So 451 is the support, which is the 21 moving average. If you can get the retest and the bounce, Robert, yeah, I'm all over it for a day trade. But I would definitely be out. Check when the earnings are, but I would definitely be out when they're before the earnings come out. All right. Hope that helps. Let's see. Paula said, would I comment on the big doji on the SPY? Sure. I can comment on just about anything. So the Bulls and the Bears fought. Nobody won. We were in a bullish bias yesterday. Second day in a row that we're bullish. Yesterday, we got the cross of the 8 and the 21, which just gives it added strength, right? The green and the pink line down here. We opened up flat on the day. And if we look, really need to look at this one on an intraday basis, right? So if we look at yesterday on SPY, we opened up, right, had a small move up. We pulled back. We ran up again. We failed, and we pulled back. So the Bulls and the Bears fought all day long on SPY, and nobody won. We closed out right about where we opened up yesterday. So that's what those wicks are telling us. The 440.79, 446.98, Paula, those fib levels are awesome with the way we held on them yesterday, right? It just gives us a notion and understanding of how strong, how powerful those levels actually are. So that long doji was indecision. That's all it was. Bulls and Bears fighting, nobody won. The Bulls didn't come out ahead of the game. It actually, to me, is negative, bearish, because they couldn't break out. They ran up to resistance, pulled back. We couldn't get any real advancement in there, right? And I'm not thinking the Bears are going to win the ball game here or the game because we're in a bullish bias right now. Things have to change, but there were some good opportunities in there to trade the pivot to pivot trade yesterday, or the ping pong trade, as I call it. So I hope that helps. Mike's asking for MULN. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's see. I don't normally trade these low price ones, Mike. I do like that it has a breakout that took place. We got above the 55. What I would be looking for if I was thinking bullish on this today, which is the only way I would want to trade it, is I would want to retest that 274 level and bounce. And I would be looking at my next stair leg up. We're looking at about 515. Let me snap a line there. What is that? We're looking at about $5 as our next target. And we ran up yesterday to about 414. So, yep, there we go. Hope that helps, Mike. Let me know down in the comment section below. John's asking for Home Depot. Long call off the 333.51 fib line if a market is up, okay? And we are kind of flattish right now, right? We're up a little bit, but nothing great. So, Home Depot, right? So you set off of the 333.51 level. Yeah, so if we can get up there, right, Mike, because John, because we closed down here at the 21.8, get me up there. Actually, where are we right now? Let's see. Home Depot is up 3 cents right now. Ooh. Yeah, I'm all about it, John. Look, if you can get above the 333.51, you've got a clear and concise entry. Clear path from 333.5 to 343.61. And concise entry would be the move up, the retest, and the bounce. And there's the entry. There's an ideal setup right in there for a day trade. So, yes, I like it a lot. Let me know how that one works out if you get your move there, John. Hope that helps. Let me know. Mike is asking for NEO and IO. Right, let's take a look at where it is in pre-market. Let's get a bigger picture view. So NEO is up 55 cents at 20.80 right now. They moved down from about $65 in December. Let's see. And we're sitting at 20, we'll call it 21. So we're still in between these two fib lines. You know, I'd look at a bull put spread down below the 19.5 or a retest of the 21 moving average, which is about 20. Retest of the, we're 20.78. Retest of that 20 and a bounce, and you've got room up to 23. The only thing is, let me see. So NEO moves about $2.10 a day. And if we're sitting at 20, yeah, you've got the opportunity to get up near that 23 level. So I like it as long as you can get the retest of the 21 moving average, right? That's the big one for me, is that. All right. Whoa. Did not want to do that. Okay. I just like to be able to see my Fibbits over there. You're welcome, Erica. Chris is asking for ADI. All right, so ADI, let's look at the bigger picture. So I had this down as a channel, and I trade channels different than anybody else ever would have taught it. I do like that we have broken out of that resistance level, right? 2 days, we pulled back yesterday and we moved up. ADI right now, it's not showing a print, so it's at the same price. Wow, it's got a $10 bid-ask spread, 156 by 164. Wow, $8 spread. Retest the 163 and bounce, and we're looking at about 172, 63, 70. Yeah, we're good. No fib needed. So we're looking at about 172 as our resistance in there. So I like it. I like it. You're welcome, Robert. That's it. Hubs, HUBS. Let's see. HUBS, Sean's asking for Hubs. HubSpot. Okay. Let's see where they are this morning. Big price stock. Not showing a print. Monthly options, which I'm not excited about. You know, get me back down below the 8 moving average. We're neutral bias. Get me below the 8. You know what? Let me put a fib on here since we're here. Let's snap at the fib. No, let's do that again. That was enough of a V bottom in there to redraw, to use that level. So right now, again, we're flat, Sean. So, and the 8 are kind of midstream on the channel. So I don't have a lot of wiggle room in there. So a little bit of caution, break down below the 8, which is 455, retest and fail, and 403 is your downside target. This thing moves about $35, $36 a day. So you've got some opportunity on it, but options are not going to be cheap. And again, this could just be pre-market. I don't trade. HubSpot, low open interest, but you're looking at $49.55, $6, $6 to $7 bid-ask spread on this. So it's a little bit on the higher side. All right. Last one, Mike's asking for Tesla. I saw Musk out there saying that they are opening a plant in Germany to help with demand. I think they're doing it because of tax reasons, personally. So Tesla is up $8.85. So they're at 930 even right now. So we've got 946 as resistance. We're in a bullish bias, Mike, on Tesla, right? So what do we look at then? Well, if we can get a pullback to the 55 moving average, which is about 897, and a bounce, awesome. If we continue to break, and to move up, I want a retest of the 946.17 and a bounce, and there's a bullish entry with 1016 as target, right, as your resistance. All right, and then Mike also put in Apple. Let's see where Apple is right now. All right, so Apple is at 169.60. So they're just above that 168.82. Wait, hold on a second. No, they're at 165.60. So right above the fib line we're at now. So we really haven't done much. We are in a bullish bias, not true bull, but we are bullish, right? We can take day trades, no swing trades on this. So get me up a little bit higher, Mike, and retest the 165.5 and bounce, and 169, 168.82 is our resistance level, right? So I hope that helps. All right, guys, if you're truly trying to figure out how to add some additional trades to your day, and you're looking for candidates and trying to figure out a better method to do that, here's what I want you to do. Sean, can you drop that link in for Brandon? Guys, this kind of popped up when I first started up today. By the way, Brandon Wendell is one of our trainers. He's one of the coaches here at Wealth Builders. He's a phenomenal trader. He's a CMT, so chartered market technician. He basically has a PhD in technical analysis. He's doing a training on the 23rd, which is tomorrow, at both noon and 8 p.m. By the way, that picture behind him, this bull, he painted that. That's his, right? Which he's turning into an NFT along the way. You could ask him that when you talk to him tomorrow. But go ahead and check the training out, guys. You will not be disappointed at what Brandon's doing in there. It's called Crush Your Trading 2 hours. 2 hours a day, 3 days a week is all you need to be able to potentially make a living in the market. Brandon's going to show you exactly what he does there, and he's only trading one position to do it. All right? Great, Mike. I appreciate it. Glad it was helpful. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, make it a profitable day. Stay focused on the quest to becoming a great trader. Keep crushing it. And remember, you're just one trade away. I will see you guys tomorrow, and I will be in Brandon's training tomorrow as well. So make sure you guys are there. All right, take care, folks. I will see you all soon. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.